Hello everyone, welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle, and today we are doing a Senate prediction video for April 2024. So I'm back at it again with you guys, doing another prediction video for you guys, and this one's going to be interesting because I did switch around a couple of things. If you when you do see what I picked, I hope you guys enjoyed my last video, which was the presidential prediction video. For 2024 in April. I think that Trump's going to win big. If you did watch that video, I don't want to spoil too much, but I did just say Trump's going to win big. But you kind of expected that anyway. But by how much, you can go check out that video. But yeah, let's start this video for you guys. So basically, let's do the Senate prediction video. So all right, now let's start with the safe blue column. So safe blue column: California, Washington, Minnesota, and that's actually, I believe that's different from what I picked before. I've seen a lot of polling, and I think Minnesota is going to be way out of line. I just think Minnesota really wants who they have right now. I believe it is Klobuchar, I don't know how to say her name. I believe that's her name. And I've seen so much polling lately, and it just shows that she's just decimating the competition. I don't think that's going to be even likely. Maybe if a lot of people vote against her, but I just don't see it happening. Okay, let's do some more. Let's do I almost forgot. I literally almost forgot about Maryland. Luckily, when I made this video, I saw that because I do put on my paper what I'm going to be picking, so I make the video a little bit faster. But I almost forgot about Maryland. Luckily I did not forget about that. So okay, let's do this. So Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont. I'm leaving off Maryland as of right now. And New York, Maine, and any other safe blue states. Hawaii for Senate. Any others? Okay, I think that's all of them for safe blue. Let's do safe red. Utah. Oh, I accidentally put Nevada. Utah, Wyoming, Nebraska, the second one. Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi. West Virginia is definitely going to be safe red no matter what because Joe Manchin is retiring. Indiana, North Dakota. I'm leaving off Montana. Okay, I believe that's all of the safe red. Any likely Dem? Okay, I don't see any likely Dem. So let's look at likely red. Do I see any likely red? I would say yes. So in Texas and Florida. Now these could be safe, but as of right now, I'm going to keep them likely because based on margins, it is kind of likely expected by polling. And even in my opinion, I still think it's likely. But it could be safe red. You never know. Obviously, right now, I think it's likely, but it could be safe red. I think Texas could be likely, but Florida could be safe red eventually by election day, possibly. Any other likely scenarios? I would say no. So any lean Dem? Okay, I would say lean Dem. Let's go with New Mexico, Virginia, and Pennsylvania because for some reason Pennsylvania can never put up a good Republican candidate. And even if they do, for some reason Pennsylvania never wants to vote for him. It's very, very weird. I don't know why Pennsylvania does that. It's a very strange way they vote. But they can do whatever they want because it is Pennsylvania after all. Okay, any other lean Dem? I would say no. Okay, any lean Republican? I would say lean Republican. Yes, Montana. I think Montana will be lean Republican. The reason being, I've seen a lot of polling lately where it shows where their Dem senator is going to be going down, and I just think it's going to keep ramping up the months when the months come by. It could be likely, or I would say likely by the time the election comes, but as of right now, I think it's going to be lean. I'm going to be changing my opinion from last month, saying it's going to be tilt. I think it'll be lean. I think Montana is turning it around the corner and finally showing that they are a solid Republican state. Okay, any other lean? I would say no. No other lean states. Now, okay, let's do this one. So any tilt blue. So there's a couple tilt blue I'd like to say. So I would say Wisconsin will be a tilt blue. The reason being is because Wisconsin, even though I think they usually vote the same way they do in a presidential election, the same way they do with Senate, but at the same time, they're slightly different in the Senate. Like, I believe in 2016, I don't want to be wrong about this, but I believe in 2016, they almost voted in a Republican. I believe they almost voted in a Republican senator, but they didn't. And in 2016, I believe they voted for Trump. I don't want to be wrong about that, but I think I'm right. And also Michigan. I just don't see Michigan turning around the corner for a Republican senator. The same reason I say Wisconsin. I think Michigan could vote big with Trump, but I just think they just don't want to. I just don't think they want a Republican senator. It just doesn't make sense for Michigan standards. Now, for Michigan standards, I could see Michigan being likely and them still voting D. Unless somehow they just want to turn the corner for their senator. I don't know if they would, but I just don't see it happening. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I almost forgot about Ohio. So Ohio, I'm actually putting lean. And why the reason being is because I think Ohio is going to be doing exactly what Montana is doing. They're turning into a red state. They're a red state, and they're just going to stick with being a red state. And I just don't think Ohio's senator is going to be able to stick for one more year being a Democrat. It's just not going to happen. Sorry, I forgot about that one, Ohio. Any Ohio watchers, sorry, I forgot about you guys. I'm just, it's a late night, and you know. But yeah, those are my two tilt D. And also I have one more tilt D, and that is going to be Maryland. And the reason being is I think Maryland could go to Republican because of their former governor running. But I don't have a lot of faith as of right now because remember, it is Maryland. It is Maryland after all. Now, I've seen a lot of polling saying that Hogan can win in a Maryland in a Maryland general, which is really possible. Like, it's very possible. I'm not going to lie. But I just don't see it happening right now. So now, based on my last prediction, I put it safe blue because I wasn't thinking about it, and honestly, I was about to forget this time. But right now, I'm going to say tilt blue. I think Maryland can turn the corner red, and obviously, if it does turn the corner red, it's going to be a rhino because if you know Hogan, he is a rhino. But remember, I'd rather have a Republican senator than a Democrat senator, even if the Republican is rhino. As long as you vote with some of our bills than none of our bills, it's just a better scenario than having a Democrat in. But as of right now, I'll say tilt D for Maryland, just because I just don't see it yet. I think it could be possible, but as of right now, I will say no. And I have two more states left, and I do think they will go tilt Republican. And the reason for Nevada is I think Nevada's finally turning the corner red, even though polling suggests differently. For Senate, I do still think Nevada is going to finally officially turn the corner red for Senate, and for Trump as well. But Arizona is a little bit iffy. You got to remember they are putting abortion on the ballot. Arizona could go D. Like, you could possibly, if abortion does stand out in the election, you could see Arizona getting a Democrat senator in there, but also going for Trump in the general. But you never know. That's why I'm a little bit more iffy on the Arizona one than the Nevada one, especially now because of the abortion legislation that will possibly be put in November, quite possibly. And even if it isn't in November, and I think they could retaliate voting D. So I could see Arizona possibly going D. Like, it's very, very possible for what's happening. But as of right now, I just don't see it happening yet unless I see more polling out there suggesting that the Senate could go D in a lean scenario, I guess you could say. Then I would probably put it tilt D at that point. And either way, we'd still get another Republican in there, but obviously it's a rhino. You know, it's going to be Hogan. Because I think Maryland could turn the corner if the abortion issue is in Arizona and the abortion issue affects Arizona. I think Maryland will turn the corner red for Hogan. But right now, I think it's going to be tilt D for Maryland and tilt Republican for Nevada and Arizona. So it'll be 54-46, just like I predicted last month. But I did switch a lot of things up, I did have Nevada in the lean column. I see a lot more races closer for Nevada. And also, in my opinion, I think Nevada will be a little bit closer. I think it's going to be very, very, very close in the Senate level, but I think they're going to pull it off in the Senate level. I did put Maryland in the safe blue column last month. I wasn't thinking, actually. I wasn't really thinking about Hogan because, Hogan's a Democrat, and also Maryland's a really Democrat state, so you never really think about it. I also said Wisconsin would be in the lean Democrat column. I think Wisconsin will be in the tilt because of based on past performances. I don't think it's going to be lean. I just don't see that happening. I did say Minnesota would be in the likely, after seeing that polling, all of that polling, like that's a lot of polling. Now, obviously, polling isn't all of that, but remember, I believe her name's Klobuchar or Kloberbacher. I don't want to make fun of her name, like I actually forget what her name is, but honestly, she decimates a lot of people in those races. I've seen her past races. She decimates and decimates and decimates. I thought Minnesota would be a little bit more likely this time, but I think it's just going to be the same way how it's been when someone tries to face her when they're a Republican. I just don't see her losing, period. So I'm not going to keep Minnesota in the likely column when it comes to Senate. I just don't see that happening at all. Everyone's probably going to vote straight D when it comes to the Senate. But yeah, this is basically my prediction. I also said Montana was going to be in the tilt column last month. I think they're going to be in the lean. It's going to change. I don't think I changed anything else from last month other than what I just talked about. I think I said New Mexico would be in the likely, but I think New Mexico's kind of turning the corner. You never know with New Mexico. New Mexico could turn the corner because the Latinos going to Trump, but they also could be going against them. You just never know with New Mexico, but I'm just going to say lean for now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Senate prediction video for you guys. I might have a governor's prediction tomorrow. That's going to be new for the channel. I'm just going to research it a little bit more because I don't know all the governors exactly. I know majority of them. I know the majority of them that are up for election, but some people really don't care about the governor elections. But I might do it anyway just for fun for you guys. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, If you want to comment on the video, comment on the video. I love seeing your suggestions, what you like to talk about, how you feel about how I just predicted this, all that kind of stuff. And I think this is just going to be a win for Republicans, just like the House may be a win for Republicans, and the presidential level will definitely be a win for Republicans because of Trump. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.